The Curtis Zone is a system, and that system is your enemy. Take a look around and what do you see? A man on YouTube making videos of action-packed children's programming. But you must understand that this man's mind is not ready to be plugged from the Matrix, or unplugged, if you will. Which is why it is vitally important that he stay a part of the system and a part of the Matrix. However, some people cannot be told about the Matrix or about the Curtis Zone. Some people must be shown the Curtis Zone.
Now you gotta face the pain, and the devil's got a fresh new place to play. In your brain like a maze, you can never escape the rain. Every damn day's the same shit.
I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I want to welcome you to an episode of The Curtis Zone. I, of course, am your friend Dylan J. Curtis, and right now we're giving you guys another history of episode. I know it's a little bit soon for me to give you guys another episode, but I think it's best that I do it now since I didn't give you one last week, because, you know, I was sick. But we are here on an episode of The Curtis Zone, and we're going to give you guys a history of Danny Phantom. I've been keep meaning to do that, and right now we're going to do it. So, let's get started. And remember, hit the like and subscribe button for more content from The Curtis Zone. And remember, leave a comment in the section below, and as well, give it up for our sponsors, Coastal Waste and Recycling, because your garbage powers someone's world. Now, before we get started with today's episode, we gotta give you guys some news. And here's some news from the world of DC. It has been reported that Dwayne Johnson is currently in talks to do a sequel to Black Adam, as well as a spin-off TV show for Hawkman. Now, nothing is set in stone yet. These are all just rumors, but it's looking like it's going to be a lot of fun, and I honestly can't wait. Now, another piece of news that I'm going to give you guys is from the world of Cobra Kai. You see, it has long been rumored that Jaden Smith and Hilary Swank will be joining the cast of Cobra Kai in the next season. Now, nothing is set in stone, but it's looking like it's a big fat yes. It's looking like it. I can neither confirm nor deny these rumors to be true or false, but it's looking like it's a big fat yes. The final piece of news is from the world of Marvel. The cast of Deadpool 3 has been posted, and looks like Josh Brolin is going to be rejoining the cast, as well as the one who played Vanessa. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember her name. Now, Ryan Reynolds has speculated that he will not be going really hard on the racial and sexual slurs like he did in the last two movies, but if he does, I'm just gonna say it right now, it's gonna suck if he doesn't. For right now, let's get into the episode. Remember, hit the like and subscribe button, and don't be afraid to leave a comment too if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to make a request for a history of episode. Remember, leave it all in the comment section located that-a-way. Danny Phantom would have its television debut in April of 2004 and would have its final episode in August of 2007. It lasted 3 seasons. See, Danny Phantom was created by the same creative minds behind Fairly Odd Parents, which means it had action, light humor, some mystery in it as well. I know, I screwed up there, it's okay. That's enough with the non-fictional origin. Let's get into the fictional origin, shall we? You see, years ago when Danny Phantom's parents created something called the Ghost Portal, which will allow them to see into the parallel universe, to a universe parallel to our own in the ectoplasmic world. In other words, the demon world, the ghost world, if you will. While building their machine, their parents tried to test it, but it didn't work. So Danny's friends, Samantha and Tucker, decided to talk him into going inside. Once inside, Danny activates the machine, and he is fused, and his DNA is fused with ectoplasmic energy, turning him into a half-human, half-ghost hybrid with amazing abilities. And since he turned it on, the ghost world is now leaking into our world, and so Danny has to be the only one to fight through it. And that, my friends, is the origin of Danny Phantom. Now, this whole origin was given to us in another episode that Sam was in, where Sam went to the Demon of Wishes and wished that to never have met Danny Phantom, never met Danny. This means that Danny never got his powers. See, Sam was the one who convinced him to go into the Ghost Zone to get his powers. now let's move on to important moments within the series actually. Now, there are only two important moments that you need to know about. The first important moment is when we meet Vlad Plasmius. Now, Vlad is in love with Danny's mom, Maddie. He has been in love with her ever since college. And there was an accident which turned him into a ghost as well. Half ghost. Now, he has all the same powers as Danny Phantom. The only difference is that they're at a higher degree. And because of this, he thinks himself to be Danny's superior, and as well as the Ghost King. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, Vlad is a funny guy. The next important moment, the final important moment, is when we meet Danny's cousin Danielle, or Danny if you will, Danny with an I. You see, she is a clone of Danny Phantom. You see, a failed experiment of Vlad. You see, Vlad is also very smart. He's also very smart, and he's also a billionaire. And he made a clone of Danny Phantom known as Danielle. She also has his powers, but at a lower degree than Danny Phantom. Now, I know what you're thinking, this is weird, but hey, this is what we gotta go through. And now, let's talk about my favorite moments and or episodes from the series. Now, I only have 5 favorite moments. Now, my first favorite moment, the 5th favorite moment, if you will, meaning 5 meaning not so good, number 1 being yes, watch it. Now, my 5th favorite moment is in the episode Flirting with Disaster. See, in this episode, previously in the series, we meet Val, alright? Now, Val is also a ghost hunter. In this episode, Flirting with Disaster, she and Danny are going on a date. You see, they're going on dates because the ghost known as Technus has upgraded himself and he wants to get into the internet and to take over the world actually. So he pushes Danny and Val together in order to get Danny off of his scent. See, it's a very fun episode and I recommend it, guys. My 4th favorite episode is known as Urban Jungle. In this episode, a new ghost has come to Amity Park and he has taken Sam as her avatar. And in this episode, he intends to take the entire humanity. This episode was also made into a video game. It is up to Danny and his new powers of turning things into ice to turn this ghost and send him back to the ghost zone. It's a pretty fun episode and I liked it. My 3rd favorite moment is in the episode The Fright Before Christmas. Now, in this episode, it's a Christmas special and Danny has really pissed off the Ghost Rider. Now, so in this episode, the Ghost Rider puts him in a new series called The Fright Before Christmas. There's a lot of rhyming in it. It's sort of like your classic Christmas special. I liked it a lot. My 2nd favorite episode is known as The Ultimate Enemy. In this episode, a future version of Danny has come back to the past to really enact his version of the future, while at the same time a ghost known as Clockwork sends alternate versions from that future to mess with young Danny. It is up to young Danny to not only keep this new future from happening, but to also stop the future version of himself, while at the same time trying to get back to his past. I liked it. You'll like it at the same time. Not a lot of spoilers though. My number 1 favorite moment is in the final episode known as Phantom Planet, when Danny and Sam finally admit their feelings for themselves. In the final episode of Phantom Planet, an asteroid made of ectoranium is hurtling towards Earth, and Danny decides to come up with this idea to make the entire planet intangible so the asteroid would just pass right through them. It was a lot of fun to see. With all that said, let's get into powers and abilities, shall we? Now, the first thing you need to know about Danny's powers is the fact that he is half human and half ghost, meaning that he has human biology and ghost biology. Some of his other abilities include flight and super strength. He also has his ghost ray ability, which has the ability to blast a hole in the center of ectoplasmic energy itself. See, the ecto energy that he releases affects ghosts the most of all. He also has his intangibility, which, as I mentioned before, he used to make the Earth intangible itself. He can transfer that intangibility to anyone. He also has invisibility and his ice rays, which he can use to freeze anything. He also has his ghostly wail, which is powerful enough to blow the eardrums out of anyone. All in all, Danny Phantom is the most powerful supernatural character in all of animated television. another episode of the Curtis Zone has come to a close. It has come to an end. It has come to a finale. Now, I want to thank everyone who has liked and subscribed so far. Remember, like and subscribe even more if you like what you see. And if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to make a request for a history of episode, leave it in the comment section below, all right? And remember, give some love to our sponsors, okay? And don't forget, I'm always gonna be here. Next time you see me, I might do a history of Saint Seiya. I might do another top 10, or I might just do an episode that I want to do. All right? I don't know. All right?